shout out to all my fans out there. Keep it real.
and there was much rejoicing.
The good old days of making Aster Jacks videos. I actually might actually get back into making some videos. I was talking about it with my brother today. We found out a neighbor we grew up with is not only married, but they're actually expecting their first child. And it's kind of one of those guys I'm like, oh, is that poor guy ever going to get married? But hey, you know, the guy wound up getting married. And my brother was commenting because apparently he's seen my I just made a Diabolo video because I was kind of inspired by this Chinese New Year party that we went to. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I haven't laid down a little Diabolo combo in a while. And I just, do it and just throw it on the YouTubes and throw it on my Instagrams and stuff like that. And my brother goes, dude, you can probably do some big stuff on TikTok. I'm like, TikTok? I don't know if I want to wade into that quagmire. But apparently, basically it would be, if I were to go on TikTok, I would just post only. I wouldn't even use it to look up stuff because I don't even want to know. Because I am absolutely thoroughly convinced that TikTok is a way that Chinese government is destroying our culture. Call me crazy, but it seems like the craziest people on TikToks get highlighted. So, hey, maybe I have a chance, but who knows? All right. So, you know what? No. Let's go back. Let's go back. Hold up. We got to chat. We got to chat for a minute. All right. So, we were supposed to play MechWarrior tonight. My standard Lance mate buddies. None of them were able to show up tonight, so I'm just like, I don't really like playing MechWarrior alone. Just because I want to make sure that I'm doing things right and I don't screw us up too bad. So basically, here's the deal. The deal is I am going to, since we finished Chicken Police last night, which that was a fantastic finale, I am definitely going to set up a proper Chicken Police playthrough playlist on my YouTube, just because this is such a good time. It was such a good time. That's by far one of the best indie games I have played for a long time. It is by far one of the best indie games. I have to check real quick. I have to check and see. Let me check. So let's see here. Let's see, games I beat in 2022. What were the Tesla Effect, Tex Murphy Adventure? That was pretty solid. I have to say that was pretty solid. But that's kind of the same thing. This whole detective thing. There were some really cheap parts in that game though, so wasn't that fantastic. Let's see here. Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie was solid. That was a solid murder mystery. Minute was a solid little game. Yeah. Okay. So, what do you see here? Donut County. Donut County's glorious. Donut County's good fun. Let's see here. What else did I play that year? So I'm looking at my 2021, what I played. Four Last Things. Four Last Things is way too funny. Broken Swordfire was not that good. Near Replicant doesn't count. That's technically a AAA game. Dude Stop was pretty good. Iconoclast was pretty good. Iconoclast is a wicked good game, but holy crap, it gets dark. Wow, that game got dark very quickly. Let's see here. Wow, I beat Hack G.U Volume 1 in 2020. Holy crap. That was the 20th of October when I beat this thing. Holy crap, that's right. I have been letting this game sit for 2 whole years. And I have made like 0 progress on it. Okay, so anyway. But yes, Chicken Police, absolutely fantastic. Insanely, stupidly recommend. It's so good. And the fun thing about it is it's basically a point and click visual novel. I mean, there's a couple puzzles where you're kind of like, okay, what am I doing here? But it's really not that hard. There's no death scenes. So like you can't die in this game. The worst thing that happens is if you kind of botch an interrogation, you don't get to see as much of the dialogue stuffs. But yeah. So okay. So now with that all, crap. One of my shroomy dudes fell over. There you are. I got little mushroom guys hanging out over here, and I kind of knocked one over. Okay. So with Chicken Police done, I've decided we're going to go back to .hack G.U. last recode. That is just because I love this game. I want to finish this game. It's not that I want to be done with this game. I just want to play this game and focus on this game so I can finish it. So we are going to be playing this on stream, and freaking hope my gosh diggity dang freaking controller works, because I've had issues with my controller. Okay, good. Controller works. We're good. This game's kind of a comfort game for me, to be really honest. Yeah, because this one, Connection, that's actually the new, that's the new content. So we've already cleared the first one. But yes, we are on volume 2. So I'm excited. I like this game. I really, really enjoyed this series. So .hack is basically Sword Art Online before it was Sword Art Online. Basically a MMO, a single player virtual MMO. And lots of stuff going on here. So basically where I'm at is I am at the second game of the 3 games. And basically what has happened is at the very beginning of the game, everyone has been thrown in some sort of a private server, and they are actually not allowed to log out. Sound familiar? So what they wind up doing is they wind up basically hacking the game of .hack with the use of IDA, which is kind of like this weird virus thing that causes people to like black out and pass out in the real world. So the main character, Haseo, believes that Ida is all connected to this character named Tri-Edge. Now, people that have played the first 4 games will immediately recognize Tri-Edge as a zombified version of Kite. Kite is the main character of the first 4 games of the series, which are all connected. So the first 4 games of the .hack series are loosely connected to the second 3 games of the series. It is technically a direct sequel, and there are a lot of cameos from the characters in the first game in the second game, but it is not like the characters in the first game are in the second game. That is a little bit of a spoiler, even though it seems like the characters of the first game are in the second game. There's a lot of story behind that. So basically right now we are at the point where we finally kind of have control of everything again. And we're allowed to kind of explore different areas and do certain things. So right now we're kind of in the main OS. So this game is divided up into 2 major parts. There is the actual in-game, in the online MMO world, and then there is the real world where we're kind of at our computer. We're able to send emails, do a little bit of social type stuff, so we can read news, watch little news clipping videos. So there's a lot that we can do. There's a lot of world building that happens here, where it kind of explains the politics, you know, kind of the general technology situation of the state of Japan, stuff like that. Okay, so basically that means we're going to have to do all those things again. So yeah, now we can play Crimson Versus. So Crimson Versus is a little collectible card game you can play in here. And then basically you can oh, right, the doppelganger. Oh, I didn't beat the doppelganger. We might have to do that. We might have to do that. We may have to do that and restart this. I don't know if I beat the doppelganger.
Her hand is paralyzed. So the real Adderley is... There's no way a doctor can help her. The problem's got to be Ida.
Okay, so... related to make it back to the real world, Sakaki and Zelkova made it safe as well. Sakaki and Zelkova, they are leaders of Moontree, and they're absolute dirtbags. No, Sakaki sucks. Zelkova's pretty cool. Truly is an unbelievable experience. Can't believe our minds are trapped inside of a game. About my symptoms, I can talk in real life now. I can't feel anything and tip my hand. Same exact spot where the character was cracked. I'm a little scared. Went to hospital. Doctor told me symptoms resembled those of Doll syndrome and couldn't tell me what have caused them. Thought I'd be fine once I got back to the real world. What should I do, Haseo? Got a little time to talk. Meet me in front of the fountain in Alchemy District, Adderley. Okay, so that takes care of that. So Crimson Versus, this is kind of the new, the collectible card game. Basically what happens is you get some items, and, yeah, I don't remember exactly how this... Yeah, I gotta really, So it's basically all auto. Yeah, this is how it goes. Yeah, so basically what you do is you just kind of set your deck and set it and forget it. And then you kind of see what's going on later on. Oh boy, Salvador Ihara. Oh boy. Oh, good old Salvador.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. Salvador Ihara's Online Jack!
Screw you,
The
Salvador.
program that researches the hottest breakthrough topics and tells you everything you need to know about it. That's Online Jack. Our team, along with teacher Michiru Tajima, has begun the search for missing child Osamu Kawaguchi after an odd incident while investigating Doll syndrome, the mysterious disease that has been spreading among elementary school students. We began by visiting the home of Associate Professor Taichiro Sugai. Oh, right. This is Professor Sugai's private apartment. Man, can you believe it? His private life for all to see.
Breaking and entering. Yay!
Be quiet.
Sir, we're so sorry.
Yes, please pardon our intrusion.
If it wasn't for Mr. Jima's recommendation, I would have never let you get
And there was
past
much
the door.
rejoicing.
Sir, I only wish to find out the truth.
Professor, Skeith, Innis, Magus, do you have any idea what the blood-written words in Osamu's ward meant?
Those are avatars.
Are you aware of the epitaph of Twilight?
The what?
Yes, I've heard of it. It was the novel that served as the basis for the settings of the world.
It's a poem. And within it is contained the names of the 8 ominous waves.
So you mean there really is a connection between this incident and the world?
Whoever left the bloody words evidently had extremely strong feelings regarding the world.
So, it's possible that Osamu may not have been the one who wrote them, right?
The word or
Right.
anagram Ida, which appeared in your show while you were taping at Osamu's, is unknown. However,
Sakaki.
Can you tell me about Sakaki?
Douchebag.
There were 6 boys who were all part of the same guild in the online game, The World.
This is Moon Trees.
The boys were also members of a guild called Moontree.
So all those children were part of an online game group too?
It's the Seven Council. Ha!
That's right. The PC name for one of the members of the Seven Council, a Moontree admin group, is...
Sakaki.
My pupil?
These were taken before his disappearance.
Oh my, that's Osamu.
There were many unresolved rumors about the world circulating 7 years ago.
When a bunch of players fell into comas.
What?
Yes, I've come to believe that the world has some sort of effect on people's brains for some
So
unknown
the 7
reason.
years ago, that's
the
talking about the
hypothesis
first
I based
4
my
games of the
investigation
series.
on.
So everything is connected to the events of 7 years ago?
So like I said, this is kind of setting it up the fact that it is a sequel, but it's not like a 1000% direct sequel.
Strange incidences such as irregularities in electrical equipment occurred in the hospital as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wonder who sent me this email.
Sheesh, Michiru, don't scare me like that.
Sorry, my butt's ringing.
Hmm?
Good old flip phones.
We have to stop it.
Michiru! Michiru Tajima has just suddenly run out of Professor Sugai's apartment. What was the message on her cell phone that made her run? Hey, Michiru, wait up!
To be continued. Yeah, this is basically them saying that they're claiming, yeah, this is all just a bunch of new stuff. Oh wait, yeah, the community forums where you actually find good stuff. The news capture, it's mostly for world building. You can spend a lot of time there, because here, see here. What's kind of fun is you see the people on the forum, then you can actually find them out in the game. So Apakalu, this is basically so you basically can download a bunch of wallpapers for your little computer here. Oh. All right, all taken care of finally. So you basically get those up Kalu posts just throughout the, oh, that's right. All right. Okay, now that I have taken care of all of that garbage, we are now back. Gotta do official forum now. All right. Finally getting into the real game here. So for full disclosure, I have played through this game in its entirety.
Down in the Alchemy District.
So I'm very familiar with this story. Yeah, Haseo in the first game was a real jerk to Adelie, but...
Adelie.
Look! I mean, listen! I can speak normally again!
But what about your paralyzed hand?
Well, it's still there. But even so, the fact that I can speak is a big step forward.
Yeah, in the last game, she got totally messed up at the end of the game.
Are you sure you want to keep going with the world?
Eh?
I mean, aren't you scared? Come on. It's not like the world's going to go away, so why not just take some time off?
Of course I'm scared. I'm scared, but I'm not going to quit the world, ever! After all, I can tell. This isn't anything that a doctor can cure. If I don't do my best here, it'll never be healed.
There's nothing I can do for Adderley, is there? So I have an avatar now. So what? Nothing's changed at all. First Shino, and then Adderley. I can't save anyone by myself.
That's why you need to have
And
friends.
also, don't forget the fact that Sakaki is here.
Screw you, Sakaki.
And... Maseo?
You're not feeling well, are you? If you have time in the game, you should rest up.
Oh,
Aseo being Aseo.
well then.
I'm such an idiot.
Yep.
It's here in the world where Adderley seems to feel most at home. After all, this is where Sakaki is.
So something you do a lot in this game is logging into the world and logging out of the world in order to check email and stuff. I got an email from Adderley. Got one too. Writing you. Apparently, I'm a part of my time. Be real careful. I guess what I else who cut my paycheck on the spot. It's not too easy though. What do you think of Ida?
Looks like Adderley wrote Kuhn an awfully detailed email. I guess she really is putting some distance between us after the whole Sakaki thing. Well, guess I'll go to read.
Alright, we'll check Crimson versus.
Crimson versus!
Yeah, it's pretty easy to win a bunch in Crimson Versus. It's like you get rewards in game for doing stuff. I mean, and obviously there is no connecting to other people with it. It is just simply you just set it and forget it, and the computer takes care of everything. Okay, we'll get through this series of cutscenes and then we'll cut it for the night. I'm starting to get pretty tired. We may wind up playing this tomorrow night. I don't know.
Nothing happened?
Yes, nothing
After
happened.
all that, you're telling me that nothing happened? How the hell can that be?
Yet it is a fact that nothing happened. What the real world saw was practically nothing. The
Kuhn
time
is not
we spent
amused.
in the IDA server was only a few minutes in the real world. As far as everyone is concerned, the whole thing was nothing more than some network trouble.
But there were real-life players losing consciousness during that time.
Look at the response in the news reports and forums. No one, except for those directly involved in the incident, believed that it is even possible, let alone true.
So you're saying we should just let it go? Oh yeah, that's rich.
Paseo, watch your tongue.
Oh, come on. Don't you know who the heck I am,
Shut up.
Pi?
Just how important is this guy anyway? He's always acting all wise and knowledgeable, but he never does anything useful when it counts.
Oof. He's not wrong,
And
though.
on top of that, he tried to use all of us as his own personal laboratory guinea pigs. Disgusting. There's nothing special about him. He's just a coward.
The anger that you are displaying stems from Adelie's player, right?
Yeah, because she's hot.
There is no
jerk.
need to worry. I'm well aware of her unfortunate symptoms.
Oh, really? Well, good for you. So now what are you gonna do about it? Please enlighten me. What's the great and mighty Master Yada going to do? Any ideas? Huh?
We are currently tracing the problematic Ida. As long as we can retrieve her epitaph from Ida, her symptoms should heal completely. So, do you have a problem with that?
A problem? You bet I do.
Yeah, Kuhn to the
I'm
rescue.
sick of this Yada. Make an
Bash the
announcement about Ida
Stampede.
and what just
Oh
happened,
yeah,
and
young
shut down
Johnny
the server.
Bosch.
I mean, the CC Corp executives will listen to you if you talk to them, won't they?
Problem
At
is,
this rate,
kid, this
there'll only
game's
be
a
more and
cash
more
cow.
victims. Yada!
You wish us to make this information public without plans to solve the underlying problem? Are you aware there is a high probability that the panic on the IDA server would be repeated in the real world if we did what you propose?
Hey, Yada. If you shut down the server, Epitaph users wouldn't be able to access the world either, right?
Of course.
In that case, I'm completely against shutting it down. Why? Because I haven't settled my score with him.
Him?
Tri-Edge.
That bastard is still around here.
Haseo, are you still thinking only about yourself? After everything Adeli's been through?
Heck yes, I do. It's kind of my thing.
Myself? Hardly. The only one I'm thinking about is Shino. If it'll bring Shino back, I'll...
Enough! I see how it is. I'm sorry, but I can't stay with you all any longer.
He'll be back.
I won't.
Yep.
I can't.
Actual facial expressions. Super fancy CGI cutscene. Go!
Leave him be.
He'll be back.
But
He'll come back. You'll see.
Excuse me.
You think so? I think he's pissed for real.
Pissed his pants.
You will have no choice but to come back. Once he calms down, he will understand that no matter how much he dislikes it, this is the only place with all the answers. Never mind him. There is something I'd like to ask you.
Huh?
Did you find anything of use in the IDA server's operation folder?
What's this? O-Von 01. Ovan. Can't remember.
If we were to shut down the world, not only would we lose the means to cure Adeli of her affliction, but we would also lose forever the means to restore consciousness to the lost ones, to Shino.
Don't worry about it. As long as you keep your promise to me, I'll be happy to cooperate with you. However, don't you dare utter Shino's name with that forked tongue of yours again! Even now, Shino's unable
Hey,
to return to
what
the
up,
real
Zayden?
world.
How you doing? Hope you're doing well up in the Great White North.
Oh yeah, it's definitely white
Master
these
Yoda,
days.
are you sure that it's wise to continue operating the world?
Yeah,
as
it's
you
been a
can?
while. Have you actually been getting sleep at night lately?
Rather than
Sort of.
conducting
It's been a weird
investigations of
schedule,
regular
just
players,
with
perhaps we should gather
all the
specialists on a closed
nonsense and
server.
chaos going on, like with my dad being around. It's finally all starting to calm down. So
Huh. Interesting. Oh, that's cool.
Hi.
Yeah, well, we've been here.
yeah, no, it was my grandmother passed away about 6 months ago,
Okay.
and my
Do
dad
you
ended
know
up
where
moving
Ida's
down from
interest currently
northern
lies?
Ontario down to more southern Ontario, where I am.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a time of transition
People.
of everything, including...
So he's not living in your house, but he's living in the general area.
The reason that
Yeah,
Ida
I mean,
is staying
he
in
was
the
in my
world
house for a
is because
bit,
there
back
are
and
so
forth
many
between me and my
things of
sister,
interest
which was
present
Polly's
within
part,
it.
which was part of that chaos and
Ah.
everything.
Got it.
If we
Now
shut
he's
down
living
the
with my
server,
sister.
Ida
Okay.
will cease to remain in
He's
the
actually,
world.
like, we both live within housing, and so we couldn't,
And
neither
will
one of us
likely
could
move its
keep him
interest
at first
elsewhere.
for long. But
As to
now
what
he's
that
actually
chain
filed
of events
paperwork
would bring
to actually
about
put
both
on
in
my
the
sister's
world
lease.
and beyond,
and-
even
Ah.
I cannot begin to imagine.
Okay.
Like I say, it's been an interesting
We
6
at
months.
G.U. must prevent the damage created by Ida from
Well,
spreading.
Boomer's doing good.
At the
Kids are
same
good.
time,
Yeah. The
we will
oldest
gather
actually
epitaph
back in
users
September
and gain the
started
power
going
to
into high
confront
school.
it. That is our
Wow.
highest priority now.
Now he's not quite in what you would picture as like a high school program because he has special needs, so he's in a special needs program.
Right.
But it's still within the high school setting, so it's still
Right.
been a different.
Then
change.
go and do
he
what
actually,
you must. I
takes a
await
bus.
good results.
Well, it's with a bus company, but he's in a van.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
But he's still
Master
considered what they
Yoda.
call a bus student.
Right.
Because it's on the other side of town, and again, the only reason why he does that is because special needs. That's where they had room for him in a placement.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah, my oldest is now in the 4th grade.
Nice.
Yeah, we actually just had open house for school. It's not like back to school night, but it's like, hey, we just had 100 days of school, so we're gonna make you all come for no real reason to talk to the teacher and look at random crap in the classroom.
Errors in our predictions are minor.
Oh yeah,
There's no cause
they
for
do that
concern.
with my kid, with my youngest school, but it's a lot earlier in the year. They do that at about a month and a half, 2 months into the year.
Yeah. No, Satan, if you want a good time, you gotta check out all my YouTube videos on Chicken Police. I just finished that up last night. That's a good time.
I did actually see you streaming that, and I was about to jump in, but you had, like, just as I was jumping in, you ended.
Yeah, that's because I actually finished off the game last night.
Yeah, it was like I was about to go into your stream for it, and then as I clicked the link, once it loaded, you were done.
I hate when that happens. But yeah, no, I'm gonna take all the YouTube videos. I'm gonna throw them all on a playlist. Yeah, that game was a treat. That was a good time. So yeah, so that's why we're playing Hack G.U tonight. I would normally be playing MechWarrior 5, but Salty and Maldor and Artemis are not really around tonight, so I'm kind of like, yeah, we'll give that. We'll not play that tonight. We'll just play some G.U.
No, fair enough.
But yeah. Let's see
for
here.
the
Syllabus doesn't
not
know, I
quite
guess.
a week yet,
Let's
but
go to
better part of
Kennard's
a week,
Admiral.
we've actually had a cat roaming around the entirety of my house instead of just being confined to the basement.
Hey, Haseo, you gotta help me out.
There's a story behind that one,
Syllabus said he won't
if you're
believe me at
interested in
all.
hearing it.
I don't like cats. It would just anger me. I'm dead serious. I do not like cats. Cats very much. I don't mind, and I fully understand people like them. They're cats. I just don't like their cats. And I don't like their cats that think they're my cats. And their cats come over to my yard and defecate all over the frickin' place.
Now, Gaspar.
Well, thankfully, this little girl will not be doing that to anybody because she's going to be an indoor cat.
That's a real cat ownership right there.
No matter how much fun the world may be,
and what's funny is my wife's aunt is a cat person. She is very much so a cat person. But at the same time, she's just like, if you don't have your cat in your house at night, you don't own that cat. That cat is not yours. Yeah, because it sucks, because my 2-year-old runs around outside all the time, and it's just like, I don't want him going over to what we thought was going to be our garden box, but it's basically just a big old litter box for all the freaking cats in our neighborhood. But, yeah, it sucks. Can't, like, ever grow anything.
Oh, that's like,
Don't need to know
that's like
about
beaches
Ida,
around here.
or
Like,
avatars for
after
that
like the
matter.
first month, you can't really use the beaches because
Yeah,
carry
Gaspar.
geese turn
How
it
could
into
something like that
basically
yeah.
geese litter boxes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Geese are the ultimate jerk birds. Yeah, we get Canadian geese around our neck of the woods as well. So, yeah.
Haseo?
No. Not as bad as
you
some
were there
places,
too,
but we
weren't
do
you?
get them.
Oh, there's like up here in Canada, there's so many people.
I mean,
who
that's
actually will be
really
late
weird.
to work
Was I just
because
dreaming or something?
geese will just be walking across the road and they'll like take up the entire road for like the longest time. and the worst part is because they're like a national animal, it's illegal to do anything to them.
That sounds, of course.
Well,
I
what's
also
funny
think it
is
would be great
that's
for-
kind of
This is how it
almost
should be.
that's almost kind of the same thing as our town. In my town, we actually have lots of peacocks. So what happened is in our town, we actually like legitimately have a castle called Rubel Castle. And they had peacocks there. And then they just started multiplying, and they have no real natural predators here. So then they kept multiplying and multiplying, and they are absolute destructo birds. I mean, they got their long talons, and they'll scratch your car if they walk all over it. And then there are some people in the downtown area of my town, and you know, it's like a small town downtown. There are people that live near there. There's like dozens of peacocks everywhere. And they'll get on your roof. They'll tear your roof up. They'll eat all your plants. It's terrible. And the worst thing about it is that they'll walk in the road and people will literally stop for the stupid peacocks. I'm like, I don't stop for no jerkbird. They will get out of my way. I don't care.
That kind of behavior, it sounds like what we refer to as, our trash pandas.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They are definitely trash panda status. Big time. Yes. All right.
I love that you knew.
Oh, no. I am very familiar with the term trash panda. Yeah. Let's just say my parents sometimes have problems with trash pandas, and those trash pandas are summarily dealt with. And we'll just leave it at that.
That type of wildlife that my grandparents have the biggest issue with, though, is Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, yes, we get those too. Yeah, we get those two down here. Oh, it was so funny. So also just for full disclosure, I am actually shutting things down here because I am stupid tired and I got a big run to do tomorrow morning for training.
No, fair enough.
But let's see here. Okay, back to return to title screen. So what was funny was we have with our church we have the missionaries that go out and serve and stuff. And what happened was we actually had a elder from where was it? It was like Indonesia or Micronesia, or kind of one of those island territory kind of places. And he was over at my parents' house. He was helping us move something out of my parents' house. And a skunk just went through and just totally raided the night before. So it was terrible. It was strong, pungent. It was freshly sprayed the night before. And I'm walking through. I'm like, oh, dude, that skunk, man, that skunk. And he goes, what is skunk? What is skunk? I was like, you don't know what a skunk is? No, don't know what skunk is. So we kind of explained to him. It's like, and they emit this terrible smell, like terrible smell. And he goes, oh wait, is that what this smell is? I thought something was burning. I'm like, yeah, those are your nostrils, kid. Your nostrils are set on fire because of the freaking skunk ape. Yeah, it was a funny day. So, all right, well, that's going to be it for me tonight. Just like I said, I've been training for me this week has been a little rough. It's not gone the way that I wanted it to this week, but we're definitely going to get back on track next week. So tomorrow morning, I'm doing a run outdoors, so I will not be on Zwift, so no stream tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night is going to be up in the air, whether or not, because I'm supposed to be playing Hack G.U tomorrow night. I'll check and see what's going on in the Mech Warrior area of my Discord, which, by the way, if you are not a member of the Discord, you should be. So click that link, become a member of this here, the Frito Bandito Taqueria Discord, and we'll kind of figure out what we're going to play. I'll definitely post it in announcements. So remember, Saturday is going to be Rando Saturdays. There's a high probability we will play Shadowrun Returns. We will probably be playing that. I'll make sure if Will can attend, we'll definitely play Shadowrun Returns. If he can't, we'll definitely roll another game, because I know Will really wants me to play Shadowrun, and I want him to be here for that. So that's the news for the rest of the week. Satan, thank you very much for hopping in tonight. It's always a pleasure to have you back in voice chat. You can say okay. I'm happy.
I don't want to say okay.
I'm happy to be here, Farrell. Wow, it's so great to hear your voice again, Farrell. Good to be back on stream with you, Farrell. I don't know. Maybe you could, I don't know, throw a compliment to a friend every once in a while. Frickin' Satan. Good Lord. Some things.
You said it yourself. I mean, just writing that very end of that line.
Some things just never change, do they? All right.
I like giving a hard time. What can I say?
I know. It happens to Betsy. I expect anything less. All right. Well, friends, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And until later, my friends, good night, Isaiah Norris, wherever you are.